Welcome to PENSKYN. This is exciting. This is my first live stream, and I hope you'll join me. I am a former brand partner and designer with Swarovski Elements with my own brand, and I am currently working on a brand new business that's called PENSKYN. And PENSKYN is a company that we are creating functional art, eco-luxury functional art, and there are many different facets to the business that are really quite exciting. It's something that I came up with on my own. I started playing around with tiles, my kitchen and bath tiles, and came up with some designs and ended up making some large pieces of art after being a designer and basically creating my own brand of jewelry with the Swarovski crystals. I learned also how to do bling and crystallizing, and with that skill I became very artful with designs that I made for many people, and basically the Hollywood of Dallas-Fort Worth. And it went on for many years, and I never stopped creating, but I took quite a long break from doing business, and now I'm back and I'm doing something just completely different, and I'm really, really enjoying it. I don't know that I'll be able to do comments with what's the live stream today. I'm learning, so bear with me. This is brand new to me, and I'm really quite excited about it. So basically what I'm doing is I'm taking kitchen and bath tiles. These are from an exciting, amazing kitchen and bath store in LA County that my husband actually found it, and they have quite an array of different tiles. And so I grabbed a whole bunch of them. You can see them, they're on my backdrop. And I have been hand painting them with, believe it or not, creative markers by Sharpie. And the Sharpie markers are really quite incredible what their capacity is. You sometimes need to play around with your tools so that you can find all of the amazing things you can do with them. And these markers, there are 12 colors, and I am creating everything from party themed items to tiles with party themes to I'm making flower pops. Flower pops are basically kitchen and bath tiles that I have reimagined and painted them, and I add a Swarovski, a fine Austrian crystal, let's just say that, a fine Austrian crystal to the tip of most of these items that I'm making. So these are round glass kitchen and bath tiles, and I hand painted them with the markers from Sharpie. So these markers have a brush tip, and that brush tip, here, I'll show you. You need to shake them before you use them. They have a brush tip. There are other makers of markers that have the brush tip, I'm fully aware. And I do want to try those. I have worked with the Sharpie ones, and I've also worked with many assorted markers. And with this particular series that I'm making, I'm using silver to do the outlining of a lot of my art. So this packet does not have like bright silver, metallic silver. It does have that beautiful silver gray, but I need the metallic. So I use this one. It's a fabulous marker. It's by Craft Smart, and that's a really nice brush tip. It can be thick or thin. You have good control with it. And it has quite the smell, but the Sharpie markers don't. So the functional art I was telling you about, these flower pops, it's the glass tiles hand painted with the Sharpie markers, and then I outlined it, you can see here, with the Craft Smart marker, silver metallic marker. And my last step with them is to do the resin. So I'll do a resin pour. I also do UV resin to finish it out, and then it's a keepsake item that you can use forever. It's a wonderful item to have anywhere in your home, your office, because it's called functional art. And so the 1 in 5 functional art is that you get this one piece and you can take it and you can 3M it to the wall. So you just put the 3M tape on the back side and you put this on the wall, and then you can hang your hat, you can hang your keys. You can go to my YouTube channel, PENSKYN, PENSKYN, and you can see many videos that show you how you can use these and put them on the wall. So it's artful wall pieces that you can hang the way you want to hang it. You can hang it this way, you can hang it that way, depending on what part you want to see. And this piece is ready for resin, but I'm just using it as a demo so you can see how awesome this really is. And this stem is actually, I've taken apart the Sharpie, so it's this actual barrel that I have painted. And then I set the paint with Liquitex, professional Liquitex. This is the matte version, and that sets the paint so that when I go to do the resin will adhere easily and the paint won't bleed. So that's really important. So that's the flower pop. And this one has been resined. So you can see here that it's got the high gloss resin. This one is completed. So it can be a paperweight, and it can be, again, on the wall, hang your keys. See, there's that fine Austrian crystal on there. So you can hang it however you want to hang it. And this is from my Tropical Paradise collection. Sharpie noticed that I was hand painting with their pens, and one of the pens that I painted was from my Tropical Paradise series, and they liked it, and they commented on several of my videos. I'm not sure if they noticed my status as a brand partner of Swarovski for many years, and then just because I've continued creating, I'm in a mode right now where the creativity is flowing quite easily, and I'm really enjoying it. So I'm trying to work on building the brand, and all the different facets of the brand just keep growing with each other. So you see on this backdrop, these are the tiles that I use for my functional art. A lot of my pieces are strictly art. A lot of them are functional. So there's a difference. Some of them are strictly a piece that you will just put on your wall, and some of them are, useful. So that's the functional part. So today what I'm working on is this brand new series that I'm creating that's called Yin and Yang Power Tips. So my goal with Power Tips is to talk about and help you understand and learn about the power that you have within you. I've studied psychology and marketing, and I've been a professional in the sales world. I've had a multi-faceted, multi-entrepreneur background, and I'm pretty proud of all of the things that I have accomplished over the years. It's quite the journey that I've been on, and it has been, like I said, multifaceted. So bear with me. I've been around, and my 60th birthday is in 2 weeks. So I'm getting excited for that, and preparing to be a grandmother for the first time, and possibly the last, because they say this is the only one they're going to have. But we'll see what happens, right? Bear with me while I work on my camera here. I'm, again, new at this, so I'm trying to balance all of my artfulness around here and also balance talking to you. So you might see part of my mess while I'm trying to manage this camera. So with all of that said, what I'm going to do right now with you is I'm going to show you these tiles that I have painted. And this is one of those Sharpie barrels. It's my stem. And I came up with the cutest design, and I'm really excited about it. So I'm going to try to rebuild it here with you while you're watching, if you have the patience to watch this happen. So I take the pieces, and it's very ASMR what I do. The pieces need to sit a certain way for me to create this design. And again, these are kitchen and bath tiles. They're round glass kitchen and bath tiles. Each one is hand painted in my Power Tips designs. Each tile is a little bit different from the next. I like to keep things fluid and flowing. That's part of my my journey, is to just always keep moving. I really enjoy making things happen and changing things and learning and growing as I design and create. And it's just something that once I started doing it, it became like it's a part of me. So I really feel like every day, if I'm creating, I feel like really great amounts of dopamine, and it really helps me with my daily life, just being able to create. I don't know if you're like that, but if you are, please comment. I don't know that I'll be able to answer or look at your comments right now, but I'm going to definitely be able to look at them at some point soon. So bear with me. This is my my latest design, and it has turned out to be absolutely adorable. And I'm wanting to name this cute bear that just happened today. I was painting with my friend the other day, and she was painting little animals. I had no idea she was doing it. And then when I saw what she did, I was just amazed, because it came out really cool. You can see that on my YouTube channel. Again, go to PENSKYN, PENSKYN, and comment on there and subscribe so that you can follow my journey, because things are going to change constantly. I like to play with many items, and I change and move and grow constantly with my art and my designs. A little bit more about me: I was raised in the diamond world. My father and his immediate family, they had jewelry stores, and they were in business for 50 years. And he was a designer, and he designed a lot of people's wedding sets. And so I learned a lot from him. And it was a catalog showroom. So from a very young age, I was always staring at that catalog and dreaming. And I wanted to go to the GIA, but I was told, no, you got to go to college. So I did. And I didn't really like it. But I ended up in my 40s becoming a designer just by default. So from the age of 41, 42, I have been designing and creating, and it is just, it's my love, it's my passion. If you have a passion, that's something that you do, please tell me about it. I want to know. I mean, I've been everything from a high-tech recruiter to a makeup artist, and I've done so many different things, and I'm proud of each one of them because it's been a lot of work. So this is a piece of art. When I say, it can be the functional art, that means that, you take the stem, and this one will be resined all together, and you can put it on the wall or just set it somewhere, and it can be your ring holder. So, and this one has the fine Austrian crystal on the tip, which gives it that diamond effect, which is really cool, really nice. I like it. If you don't like crystals, then we don't have to add them to yours if you want one. If you do, then great. So I just had one of my rings sitting here on this, my sterling silver ring that I've had for a long time. And here's a flower pop for you. This is a flower pop. And I have dripping resin coming out of it. Sorry about that. These things aren't glued down yet. And that's the next step. I'll be gluing these down, or gluing them to each other. And that way when I do resin, they're all in place. They won't move because the resin flows. And so like this, I purposely had the resin going all the way around it. And I can paint the edges. If you want this piece, I can paint the edge whatever color you want from the 12 colors, or even silver or gold to give it an edge. This one doesn't have any silver or gold on it, but what it does have is fine Austrian crystals in citrine right there on the color block. And the color block is typically the color inside, but this one, I did a cartridge swap. So these markers, okay, can be whatever color you would like from the 12 colors it to be. So I can switch out the cartridge. This one has an old cartridge in it until somebody decides they want to buy it. And look, there's a fine Austrian crystal again right there. It's so amazing. And again, this can actually be on your wall. And the flower pops are also made without the pen. So take the pen off, and you can have these flowers all over your walls. Each one is a glass tile that I've hand painted. And I do make them one by one. And each one has its own little personality. You can see right there. How fun is that? And each piece gets its logo, PENSKYN. And okay, so that's one design that I've been working on, is the bear. If you have an idea for a name for my bear, I would love to hear what you think should be the name for my series called Yin and Yang Power Tips. And the power tips mean, let me explain why I call it power tips. So these are power tips. Each one of these tips, those are power tips. And it's to remind you that your power, your knowledge, If you're an electrical engineer and you like art, or you are a high-tech guru and you play music, nobody can take away your power to make music or to do technology or to be a nurse or whatever you are. And this is to remind you that your power is yours and nobody can take it away from you. And I will make these as a piece that you can just have sitting in your home. And they can actually be a magnet that you can put on whatever magnet board you might have. And there's the PENSKYN logo again. And then here's more power tips all around the edges of this tile. And the point of the different angles and the different points and the smaller and bigger is to get your mind going and to know that there's always a different way and that it doesn't always have to be perfect, and that mistakes are made for all of us to learn from. So that one, that yin and yang has no flowers. This one has flowers. And you can see I probably need to do a little bit of touch up on this one, but you can see here, let me do a little touch up. Always shake and then apply. So you can see there's a little spot right there. And now that is fixed. So during the whole process, a lot of times things need to be fixed and moved around. And you know, if you like this bear, please comment. I would like to hear what you have to say. And you know, if you think maybe some of the pieces don't need to be where they are, you say, hey, move that one. You know, I can move it. And you know, maybe this one has maybe this one's pregnant and there's a baby in there. Or maybe the mouth is moved up a little bit higher and we add a bigger piece here, and then maybe this one's pregnant and the stem comes out of the belly. How cute is that? I will always be moving and changing and making things different because that's how I roll. One thing that one of the exciting things that happened in my bling world when I was a designer with Swarovski Elements, I blinged up the first ever diamond edition bicycle with the Fleetwood Hicks, who was funded on the Shark Tank with his business, Billy Custom. And I met him and we came together and we designed and created the first ever diamond edition Billy Custom bicycle. My favorite color in my store, my logo, was all purple. So we decided purple was a good color for the bicycle. And we designed that bicycle in 2012. And then he took it on the road with him for his marketing, as a marketing tool. And he ended up putting it in the Omni Dallas. And last I checked, it was still there, but I haven't been to the Omni in 2 years, so I'm not real sure if it's still there. But the Omni in Dallas, downtown Dallas, is where the bicycle has been since like 2014, I believe. So here's another one of these functional art pieces. And again, if you love the piece, even the bear, if you love the bear and you don't want it to be functional, it can be a bear. It can sit on the wall as a bear, and it will be all resined, and that can be your piece of art on the wall. I thought if you have a Rolex, or if you have a anything that's absolutely stunning that you really want to store properly, like if you're going to get in the shower or whatever, you can take this piece and put it on the wall and hang it on there while you're in the shower, get out of the shower, and immediately put it back on. Same with your necklace, same with your rings, whatever. It's long enough that you can really stack things on it. Some people may think that this is too long, but let me tell you, if you want to hang your hat, you'll be glad that it's long. If you want to hang your scarf, you'll be glad that it's long. And if you want to hang a tie, you'll be super glad that it's long. So anyway, I'm kind of in love with the bear right now. And it was ironic that happened, because my friend was painting the other day with me, and she painted a bear on her pen, on her marker pen. And when I saw it, I was just jumping out of my skin. It was so cute. And I looked down today while I was playing with my tiles and just putting them in different places, and all of a sudden I saw a bear. I was like, is that a bear? I was like, if that's a bear, I think I might keep it as a bear, because it's so cute. And you know what? I love it. I hope somebody else loves it as much as I do and takes it home. So if you're wanting pricing, you can email me. You can go to my description in my YouTube, PENSKYN, and you can find my email, which is PENSKYN, artistry on pens. I've since changed that phrase, but I'm still working on some of my things for my current brand new business. So bear with me. It's coming together. It's coming together very nicely, actually. So here's another one of my functional art pieces. This one is from the Tropical Paradise series, and it is the cool colors. I love this one. It's the rectangular glass tile with the round tile. It's been resined with my drip method, and I love the drip method. I think it's really cool. Oh, look, there's an Austrian crystal right there, and the PENSKYN logo right there. And this one is great. I have another one, and I used it when I was traveling last week. And I tell you what, having a place to put my rings while I was in the shower, absolutely 100% perfection. I loved having that luxury. It really made a difference for me. I don't like the thought of losing a pen or losing a ring. And as a matter of fact, I believe, I can't remember what the number is, but it's something like, I don't know, 400, or, I mean, not 400. I can't remember, it was an astronomical number that of rings that get lost every year in the United States alone. It's astronomical. And if you don't want to lose your keepsake, beautiful ring, you need to think about having something that you can travel with, that is easy for you to bring with you. And you can pack this so easily in your luggage. It's a good heavy weight. It's not something that you'll forget, because it'll be sitting right there. It's big enough. Put it in a spot where you're not going to miss it. Just be super aware when you travel. So here we go. Here's another set that can be made. I'm just playing around with these to come up with different design ideas of how to set these up for how how you might like to imagine your functional art. This piece, these are the larger tiles. Uh, let's see, something like that is cool, and then you could put your watch on it. And again, it's going to have resin, so the resin makes it so that whatever you put on it, it's just going to be a solid piece that it's not going to scratch, it's not going to get damaged. You know what, I will show you a couple of other pieces if you want to bear with me for a moment. I will run to my office where I have many other pieces. Gosh, I hate covering those up like that. To me, you need to be able to see the power tips, Let's see the power tips. That's pretty. What do you think of that? Oh my gosh, I really like that one. I'm going back to my office. I have some incredible pieces that you might like to see. I've made these coasters that are pretty cool. I don't want to go too far into all of this. I'll just show you one. And then I'll sit with you and I will maybe create something for you to see. So here's the coaster size functional art that has been completely resined. So that bottom, I'll be adding something so that you don't see that bottom on there. That will be finished. And I believe this one does have the, does this one have a PENSKYN logo? I need to put the PENSKYN logo, oh, there it is. It's right here. There's the PENSKYN logo. And again, this is a Sharpie barrel, and this one's been resined. And these are all pieces of the fine Austrian crystal from when I was designing and making jewelry and all kinds of really cool things. This one is a tile from an old collection of tiles that I had. And then this one's a glass tile. This is a metal tile. And then this is the resin. And that's actually a sterling silver piece of jewelry in there with the fine Austrian crystals. And the rest of those little pieces are all fine Austrian crystals. So this is considered to be vintage because I made that jewelry so long ago. And these crystals are from, quite a while back. So it's a great piece. And that's a piece that, again, can be used for multiple purposes. Like here we go. I have the new Meta glasses, and you can hang your glasses, put this on the wall, and you can hang your glasses on it while you're in the shower. Hang your jewelry on it while you're in the shower. Get out of the shower, grab all your pieces, and you're ready to go. Functional art. I love it. So my goal with this set, I'm really liking this right here. This is really kind of turning out to be very pretty. Okay, so how about this? How about if I put these aside and I'm going to, how about this? I'm going to start making a pen with you, and I will show you the process for making a pen and for painting a pen. Instead of making a pen, how about painting a pen? So let's see. Well, hello there. I see that I have someone watching. I hope you're enjoying what I'm doing. I'm enjoying it. I'm going to start painting a pen with the theme for the set that I just was showing, and it's called Yin and Yang. And here's a piece from Yin and Yang. It's a glass tile, and Yin and Yang power tips. It's all about your power and that no one can take away from you, your knowledge, your skills, what you bring to the table, who you are. Nobody can take that away from you. Your power is yours, and therefore Power Tips was born. And it's about knowing that you can always change what you're doing, and you can always rely on yourself. So here we go. I'm going to start painting a Sharpie. If you go to my channel, PENSKYN, you will find on my channel videos showing me skinning. This is my signature skinning technique, where I actually skin with the Sharpie markers on the Sharpie markers. And it is extremely exciting at the end of making one of these pens or barrels for the stem of my functional art. And you can go see all the functional art on my YouTube channel. I hope that you'll comment and leave me some messages, or if you have any questions, you can go into my description on YouTube and you can leave me, you can email me, and you can, if you have any questions, you can feel free to email me. You can commission me to make the items for you specifically, and currently I'm using Venmo, so you can go to Venmo and find my PENSKYN, PENSKYN, and that's where I receive my studio funds and purchases. If anybody wanted to support me, this journey is really quite expensive and exciting, and I spend a lot of money on it, and support is a fabulous thing. Also, if you do support me and you want to put the funds that you've given me towards purchasing something, I welcome that 100%. That is 100% one of the ways to support me is through Venmo and putting those funds towards items that you want to purchase. So here we go. This is my skinning technique. You know, and then letting it dry and layering is really important. And part of it is I used the barrel on this one, so bear with me. Oops, sorry about that. So part of what I teach also is how to use the brush tip to get the most out of it and create designs with the brush tip. That's a lot of what this whole process is taking that tip and utilizing it to create designs. It really is amazing what can be accomplished with this brush tip. Not having to use water is fabulous. And being able to move quickly from one part of the painting process to the next part of the painting process quickly is really like an amazing thing to be able to accomplish, because waiting for paint to dry can be a longer process for sure. So the yin and yang with the powerful colors, with the masculine and the feminine together, really does resonate with a lot of people. Therefore, yin and yang. And when I let my pen dry, I typically do set it on the cap. It makes it very easy to store it. Or I use my stands. I have many stands that are very helpful for when I'm in my creating mode. So here we go. It dries pretty quickly, and then I have this light fan. Check this out. This helps my items dry faster when I want to move quickly and do the next step. So this pen won't necessarily be this cap. I'll probably switch out the cap and whatever color, like if somebody purchases it, if you want black, I'll have a black color block and then the black cartridge inside. This is the cartridge. That's what it looks like. So mind you, this is the barrel. I could go ahead and put the barrel back on, and then you won't see me painting with with just the cartridge. Here, I'll put this down. Snap, snap, crackle, pop. How pretty is that for the barrel of a pen? I love it. It's beautiful. Let's see. I'm going to put that back down because I don't want to put that cap on. I haven't put the resin on this barrel stem yet. And the cool thing is when I'm finished with this piece, if we like this piece better for the functional art, then this barrel can be used for that, and this one can become a pen. So there's lots of choices, and I'm real easy to work with. I like to be flexible with my clients and let you decide what you want. We all have different tastes and different flavors, and that's a good thing. Turn that fan on. Oh, it goes up high. Okay, I'm going to create another layer of the black. If you like ASMR, there's a little bit of ASMR while I'm creating. See how this black ink is just flowing out of it so easily? I think that might be because today I had it in my car with me, so it moved around a lot. I think that made the ink flow. I don't know. But here is the gray. Once again, I'm going to layer. The white typically needs anywhere from 3 to 4 layers. If you want opaque, if you're okay with being able to see some of the Sharpie or the black underneath, then that can be part of the design. Just depends on what you like. You know, it's okay with you, it's okay with me. And I've done a lot of precision design, and this is definitely a challenge for precision, but that's a good thing. Oh, here's another tip. When I'm creating a barrel, a stem, I'll take one of my little mini brushes and I'll use it to hold, typically like this, to hold it while I create on it. Get that pretty stem. That's from my Glacier Pop series. I have an entire series of Glacier Pop, and I'll be putting the resin on that very soon. I have the pieces are like they're apart right now, and they're getting ready to be resined. And then I have several of the Glacier Pops that are completed. So I'm creating several sets, several different series to keep this entire collection moving and growing and expanding and becoming. It's incredibly exciting for me. I hope that you're enjoying it. You know what? I'm going to do a little, because I have somebody here that's viewing. I'm excited about having you here, so I'm going to give you a treat. Here's the treat. It's going to be, I'm going to show you this flower pop that I'm making that does not have any resin yet, but it's going to soon. And I'm like really excited about it. So hang on a second while this is drying, because that black ink can take a little while to dry. You like to watch paint dry? I'm trying to make it so that these things don't fall, which can be quite the project. Here we go. I've got this tray. So here is the stem for this flower pot that I'm creating. It's got design all the way around, and it's got a silver edge. If you weren't here when I was talking about my silver edges, not everything has a silver edge, but I will use a silver metallic silver marker to create the edges of my pieces, and that gives it a really stunning jewelry-like feel. Kind of like, you know, I told you that my dad was a designer, and you know, that's kind of what led me to becoming a designer. He designed with diamonds for 40 years, and I have designed with Swarovski Elements for many years, and now with these tiles, which are really exciting because each piece is its own personality. And oh look, there's a little PENSKYN logo, if you can see it. That's going to be resined, so you'll be able to see that. And that is going to be a flower pot. Hope you can see it. And it can be put directly on a wall, or it can be put inside one of my white trays. I have these white stunning trays that hold the art. So I have bigger ones like this tray. If you were here when I was discussing the yin and yang, this is the bear. And it can be functional art, or it can just be a piece of art. So you can decide where you want the stem if you contact me soon enough before it gets resined. But that's a one of a lifetime piece right there. And then there's this one. I think this is going to be a clover. Maybe this is a 4-leaf clover. I don't know, but that's pretty cool. And that could be a piece right there that's a little something on here. Let me get it off. There we go. That's really gorgeous. Oh, I really like it. Okay, so back to creating. Let's see. You know, let's use the fan for a second. Just to give it a little oomph. Give it the little dry time right here. All right, that's good. And I think another layer of white is going to be helpful for this. You can actually go to my PENSKYN YouTube and see the Glacier Pop series. There's a pen set, some flower pops, some functional art ring holders. See, look at that layer right there. That layer does it. Okay. There we go. That's going to have to sit and dry. And I hate to do this to you, but it looks to me like I've been doing this for a while, and I'm going to have to take a break. So I don't know about the pause feature. If you know how to pause and you know how to talk to me on here, you can let me know how that is, how to pause. Since I'm so new to this is my first time, and I wish I could say I knew exactly where that was, but I don't. Let's see. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna have to take a little break. But thank you for being here. I will be back, and I will start creating events so that you'll know when I'm going to be here. And you can always go to PENSKYN and see my latest upload. I appreciate you being here. Thanks a lot. Good night. Thank you for stopping by and hanging out with me while I plan and create.